We have spent the past 2 weeks consulting our structures, physically and virtually. And it has become very clear that the issue of estimated bills is a thorn to the residents. The residents are feeling the pinch. The residents are unhappy about the estimated bills. Especially, as I said, at this time when people are going for 72 hours. And very soon, we are going to see the extension of the 72 hours. There is no way we will stay at this incident until December. And it's 72 hours officially on paper, but on the ground we are going for 4 to 5 days. Some areas 15 days, 20 days without water, tap water. But the bill is still the same. That's what the residents have said to us. We also experience this because we also live in the same neighborhood, experience the same problems. So we are saying to Bulawayo City Council, we understand that it is not entirely your making. And I need to underline, the water shortage situation is not entirely their making. But there is shared responsibility in this. The shared responsibility is here. Number one, we are in a drought situation. We didn't have very good rains. So our dams did not all fill up. Number two, we have poor management of our catchment area, which is a supply catchment for our dams. I think we issued a statement to this last year where we say that our dams are not filling up because of poor management of the catchment, not only by City Council, by the way, but by also the other authorities there and the other authorities regarding to mining and the like. And this is resulting in a lot of diversion, especially of rivers. Number three, we have too many water bases in the city. Some of them have gone for years without being fixed. You know, some of them are now watering gardens and other people now it's now like a pond or a well that is there, but it's a water base that has been there for years. So all these are compounding the situation today. And realizing that, we are saying this 72-hour per week water rationing, it accumulates to 40% of a month. It means close to 40% of a month, I don't have tap water. So I'm not supposed to be charged for 40%. So in my bill, we expect that 40% should not be appearing. But we notice that when the water is there, people also feel certain containers, right? And also councils sometimes provide water vouchers. Then that's why I was saying, no, City Council, can we find each other in the middle then? From that 40%, can we find each other in the 20 to 30%? And say, if you can't count physically, cut our bills by 20 to 30%, so that we all find each other in the middle ground. Why should we be the ones who are losing? Why should we be the ones who are being robbed? When we also did not make this situation as residents. So, in doing that, I said, as of today, our structures are circulating a petition. The petition is signed by every resident who is above 18 years of age and who feels they identify with the call. And we expect that by the end of the World Water Week, which is the 1st of September, we are going to submit the petition to the Bulawayo City Council, carrying the voices of the residents. This is the right of the residents to engage their local authority. If you look at the Constitution of Zimbabwe, it gives us the freedom to petition and to petition non-violence. It further gives us the right to challenge government policy, individually or collectively, but to do that non-violent. And by doing this, we are now doing that. To say, Council, can you please consider this waiver? In fact, can you first consider do actual billing? If you can't do actual billing, let's find each other halfway, and then you cut the bills by 20 to 30%. For now, when the situation increases, the demand will continue also increasing. Because in our petition we are clear that it should be progressive as the situation worsens. For instance, you can't expect us to be at 144-hour water rationing, but continue having a 20% water cut. We should also calculate what 144-hour equates to in terms of percentage of a month, and then let's see the water bill also progressively cut into that. Because that cut actually is not a bonus to me as a resident. It is the money that I will use to hire the scanner to go and get water from you. It is the money that those with vehicles will use to pay fuel searching for water. It is the same money also that people are losing when they are not vending and the like, queuing for water bowls as they will do. So that becomes it's a bill that residents are bearing in another way. But if we don't do that now, residents are getting double billing. But the other double is not is for what they did not consume. As we speak right now, all of us are being robbed of 40% of our bills.